For this inner game video, I want to tell you a personal story, which is when I was growing up, I was a little bit insecure and embarrassed by my body. I have pasty white skin. Even though I was an athlete and I could perform athletically, I never had like great body composition, so I was a little bit flabby. And the biggest thing was I had acne. I had acne on like my chest and on my back. And so as a result of that, I didn't want to take my shirt off because I was embarrassed by it. And so I was that guy that like if we all hung out on the beach, I'd be the guy hanging out in like a t-shirt and shorts still and not even taking his shirt off like on the beach, right? Because I didn't want to expose my skin, that kind of stuff. And the thing about it is, if you are embarrassed about your body, if you're insecure about your body, that's going to reflect to women. That's going to reflect to everyone, but in particular, it's going to reflect to women. And they're going to be able to sense you're insecure about something, and it's going to hold you back. And especially when it comes time to escalate sexually, you need to be comfortable with your body. The other thing that you tremendously need to be comfortable with is sex. When I was growing up, I was actually scared of sex. Okay, when I was I think I was 12 or 13 years old, I took a health class and it terrified me. I was so scared of STDs and so scared of getting a girl pregnant that like had the hottest girl in my school asked me out to date, I would have probably said yes. Had she asked me to have sex with her, I would have actually said no, because I was actually scared of sex. And that's why I didn't date, because I thought it was pointless. I didn't know where it was going, because I would never make a move. In fact, even when I got to college, I still had that lingering fear. I'd never been physical with a girl. I still felt like it was kind of a little bit wrong or a little bit like dirty. I was still scared of like STDs and pregnancy and that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, look, pregnancy is real, it can happen. STDs are real and they can happen as well. However, they're not as likely as health class would probably have you believe. What I would suggest is this. Number one, be safe, right? Be safe, use protection, that kind of stuff. Number two, go to the CDC, Centers for Disease Control. Go to their website and look up the actual stats, right? Look up the actual stats. Yes, you can get STDs, but if you're smart, if you're safe, it's not as big a risk as you might think, okay? So the big thing is that can't be a mental block for you. You don't want to have your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. If you're like, oh, I'd like to sleep with this girl, I really like her, but oh God, I'm not so sure. She's gonna sense that uncertainty, okay? You need to be clear in your intentions. That's one of the primary concepts in game, is be clear in your intent, be clear about who you are and what you want. And if you're like, I want to sleep with this girl, but I really don't want to take my shirt off. What the fuck? Okay? Not good. I promise you, whatever your body situation is, even if it's far worse than what mine was, even if you're massively overweight, you have some like weird scar or whatever, I promise you, your attitude about it is worse than the physical thing itself. I promise it, okay? I've seen so many guys like at the beach, topless, that are like overweight and they're just happy and fun and girls are totally fine with them. And that's like in the glaring sun for all eyes to see. Never mind a girl who already likes you, has been on a date with you, already made out with you, is aroused by you. Understand the girl cares so much more about your personality and your attitude and your vibe than about any physical stuff. And understand that she wants to have sex and you want to have sex, but if you're creating blockades, you're making it hard for everyone, all right? So what I'm suggesting is get out of your own way, okay? Anything you can't fix right in the exact moment, don't worry about it. Decide what you want, be clear about it, and just go for it. All right, I'll tell you a phrase that I heard a long time ago that I really, really liked. They said, look, when it comes to having sex with a girl, you can think about it beforehand, you can think about it afterwards. But when you're there, when you're having sex with her, you don't think about it, you just fuck the shit out of her, right? That's what the attitude you want to have. When you're there and you've decided you want that girl, you commit to it and you say, you know what? I am the shit, I am amazing as I am, and this is good enough, has to be good enough, I'm just gonna do it. That's it, no reservations, no second thoughts, no hesitation, because I promise you again, your hesitation, your insecurity, whether it be about your body or about sex or whatever, that's a bigger problem than the actual condition, all right? So get that out of your head. Give yourself permission and decide that you don't want to just game for practice or game to get a skill set or game to get a girlfriend even, game to have sex. That's part of the whole thing. That's part of it. If you're gaming and you're not thinking about sex, or if you have hang-ups and you're like foot on the gas, foot on the brake about sex, that's gonna tremendously hold you back. I know, because it held me back for probably a year and a half and it was super, super painful. So don't you do the same thing.